Hello everyone. For those of you who aren't familiar, let me introduce myself. My name is Shende, also known as Shende. I am a registered nurse. I have been in the healthcare field for about going on 14 years now. And I transitioned over to fitness and wellness and healthy living, healthy lifestyle. I am an IFBB pro, professional bodybuilder, and also I am a trainer. I'm part of a group called Fitfx Global, and we are transitional specialists, and we specialize in helping individuals have a better way of living through fitness, wellness, and diet. Anyone who decides to sign up for our 4-week transformation program, which is a 4-week transformation program, it comes with customized workouts, nutritional plan, one-on-one training with a coach. So let me tell you what I'll be talking about today. Of course, my live says hot mess to unstress. So just want to talk about a little bit about stress and how it can affect your body, how it can affect your life, your health. Just know that all forms of anxiety and stress aren't horrible. Like if you're nervous about a test or like an upcoming event, that's totally fine. However, if it's an accumulation of stress over a period of time, it can affect you negatively. The main problem with stress is that it has no upper limit. So we can be as stressed as we want to be, but an excess of built-up stress over time can affect our normal daily functioning. Stress can reach unbearable crippling levels when we don't observe its daily buildup. And the single biggest cause of excessive stress is a lifestyle that is devoid of adequate physical and mental rest. So the root cause of stress is, most of the time, we all have fast-paced, very hyper-stimulative lifestyles, and it doesn't allow us to rest or relax easily. So in today's day and age, unless we make a effort to relax, we can very easily get stressed, as you all know. So signs and symptoms of stress: anger easily, fly off the handle easily, we're more tired, more aches and pains, sweaty, can't sit still, on the edge, our nerves are bad, constant fidgeting, and also headaches. And symptoms are achy joints, feeling feverish, can't sleep, lack of appetite, or you're overeating, more cravings for sweets, upset stomach, digestive issues, and mild chest pains, which is anxiety. And also decreased, all other decreased desires. And effects: it can cause confusion, you can become very emotional, crying very easily or unnecessarily, anger easily, erratic decisions, nothing seems to be going right, or loneliness. And this can also affect your weight. Whether it causes weight loss or weight gain, it can vary from individual to individual and even situation to situation. So in some cases, stress may lead to missed meals and poor food choices. For others, stress may cause you to completely lose the desire to eat and have a decreased appetite. And of course, if you don't eat, you're not getting those meals in consistently and over every couple of hours, your metabolism slows down. So when you do eat, your body says, "Oh, I got to store up all of this food that this person has given me and has fed me." So it makes it harder for you to be able to, your digestive system to work and your metabolism to be able to speed up. So oftentimes this change is only temporary. Your weight may return to normal once the stressor has passed, but sometimes it doesn't. So So when you're stressed, your body goes into a fight or flight mode. It's also known as the acute stress response. This physiological mechanism tells your body it must respond to a perceived threat. So your body readies itself by releasing hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. So adrenaline prepares your body for vigorous activity. So if you get ready to work out, or if you're in the process of working out, sometimes you get that extra boost. That's your adrenaline kicking in, but it can also minimize your desire to eat. Meanwhile, cortisol signals for your body to temporarily suppress functions that are non-essential during a crisis. This includes your digestive, immune, and reproductive system responses as well. So, meanwhile, your digestion can change. It can slow down, and this often occurs in those who are anxious, and over time can lead to weight gain from the stress. Yes, Stacey, you are very correct. This is precisely why adequate sleep is necessary. And, I'll get to that point, but just as a sidebar, sleep is your body's time to repair and to repair all of those things, all of those little nicks and nabs that you may have put on it throughout the course of the day. It allows your brain to rest and to become, you'll be more apt and more refreshed in the morning if you get an adequate amount of sleep. So I'm fussing at myself right now for that because I am guilty of not getting enough sleep. So this is also for me as well. So anxiety can also cause increased fatigue and a general overall lack of energy, which can cause an individual to be less active. So without regular movement, especially if you are an individual who already has current injuries, or may have arthritis or joint issues, it's not always good to remain still. It is important to move, whether it is walking or just to get your body warmed up, because a lot of times when you sit still, it causes your joints to stiffen, so it makes it harder for you to move around. You need that fluidity so you can get around and move around better too. So that also can affect you negatively if you have any inflammatory issues as well. So let's also talk a little bit more about the digestive side of things. Your body slows digestion, during the fight or flight response, so it can focus on how to respond to whatever you're stressed about. This can lead to stomach pain, a lot of gastrointestinal issues. Also, it can also cause issues as far as ulcers, or it can inflame an ulcer. It can cause issues such as leading into lower digestive issues, such as it can inflame like someone who might suffer from Crohn's or irritable bowel syndrome or something like that. It can make those issues worse if it's not eradicated or if it's not solved. Yes, thank you, Tina. And yes, you're right. Stress management is crucial. Yes. Meditation and prayer, journaling. Yes, all of those things are important to help with stress. So, stress may also do the opposite. For some people or individuals, it may cause you to eat more. For some, it's like, I'm not hungry. I don't feel like eating. And you may forget to eat altogether because you're stressed. I know for nurses and a lot of individuals who are in fast-paced work environments, believe it or not, nurses, and I'm saying this because I'm a nurse, but someone who works in a fast-paced work environment, food or customer service where you're moving around a lot, you forget to eat, you forget to use the bathroom, and these are stress. These can be stress-related jobs, and a lot of times that can cause you to have issues with your gastrointestinal tract and can cause you to have issues with eating as well. So this can lead to weight loss, and it's called hyperstimulation. It can affect your body's ability to process and absorb the nutrients that you may be bringing in. So when you're stressed, your body processes food differently. So the nutrients that you are thinking that you're getting or taking in from certain foods, you're not actually taking them in because your body isn't absorbing them properly because you're stressed. So it affects a nerve called your vagus nerve. And this, of course, affects how your body digests, absorbs, and metabolizes food. So this disruption may result in unwanted inflammation. Nervous movement also burns calories. So, like I said, using physical activity to work through stress. Even though it is great to have physical activity and it is highly encouraged, it can also not always be good because you want your body to have time to relax and repair. So, although an exercise-fueled rush can reduce your stress, engaging in too much physical activity, and what some athletes will do is overtrain, which a lot of us are guilty of, it could result in unexpected weight loss. So sometimes stress triggers unconscious movement, like you might see some individuals clicking a pen or tapping their foot or like swinging their legs or doing hand gestures or things like that. So that's unconscious movement that is also a sign of anxiety and stress. And sometimes individuals don't even know that they're doing it, but people can see it. But it's also burning calories, believe it or not. And then I'll get to sleep, which, as what Stacy said, 7 to 9 hours is essential. But sleep disruption affects cortisol production, and stress can make it difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep. It can also affect the quality of sleep that you get, leading you to feel sluggish and fatigued. So this, as I stated, can affect your cortisol production, which can also affect your metabolism. So your eating habits may also be impacted. So as I stated, overeating, experiencing increased levels of anxiety in turn to food for comfort, whether it is an emotional need or a means of coping with inner issues, consuming food even when you're not hungry can occur when a person is anxious or having stress. So this is weight gain, of course, is the result because you're not reaching for broccoli or steamed fish or something, healthy like vegetables. You're reaching for peanut butter and ice cream and cookies and cakes, all the good feel-good foods. But those things and those foods in excess, of course, can lead to weight gain. So how do we reduce anxiety and stress? This is the question. How do we turn from a hot mess to unstressed? So, first, planning is so important. And like I said, for me, and I can speak of my experience as a nurse, I can't tell you how many of us nurses have planners. We probably have like 50 million planners. Most of us have multiple jobs. Most of us have multiple positions. But even if you aren't in the nursing field, you have multiple hats. You're a mom. You are, you may be a coach. You may be in a women's group. You may be the director of an organization. So you have many hats. But you have to plan. You have to plan, to get through the course of your week. So write it down. Write down at the beginning of the week. Take a couple of minutes, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and take that time and write down what your plan is or what you would like to achieve. Write down your goals for the week. Write down your short-term goals. Write down your long-term goals. And how does this apply to weight loss? It's the same thing. It's applying little steps, little short-term goals, or what some of us call SMART goals. Coming up with something that you would like to do. I would like to lose this amount of weight within 6 months so I can fit into that dress. Or I would like to be able to walk a mile or so within a certain frame of time. Writing it down, making it into something that can be achieved. That's the small step. Writing it down and then making it into something that is real. Track it. Tracking your progress and seeing how well you're doing. And like I said, and you can also achieve this with the help of Fitfx Global, which I'll get to the end of it. And we also have plans that will also help you to reach your goals as well, if you have something that you would like to achieve. And also, a bonus, a tip for everyone is you also have to make realistic goals. And don't be hard on yourself. No one is perfect. So it takes time to make a lifestyle change. So quick fixes, you don't want something quick, because that can go away just like that. Little steps over time can help you to make big changes that'll last you for a very long time. So those are things to take into account. So as I said, first time management, planner and a schedule. So for me as a competitor, and one good tip that one of my friends said to me is, when she gets on a plan, she sets a timer for when she has to eat. And I know it seems a little extreme, but that keeps her on track. So we have a good thing called advanced technology now. You can set tasks in your iPhone, and Siri will tell you exactly when you need to do certain things. So it's very helpful. Siri, I just said Siri, and my phone, she popped up on my phone. But it's very helpful to have your task written down, and it helps you to plan appropriately. And then it comes to eating as well. So eating, of course, is the body's fuel. So how can we, especially those who are on the go, to be able to eat well and not grab a quick sandwich or grab processed foods, meal prep? And it might seem like, oh my gosh, that's going to take so much time. It really saves you time to meal prep. It saves you money. You can just sometimes it can take as little as an hour. Take that hour, and if you have an oven, cook your meals, cook your chicken, cook your fish, cook your vegetables, and store it. They have very inexpensive containers you can store your meals in, and it will help you to be able to just grab your meals on the go. If you have to hurry up and go, you can grab your meals, and you wouldn't have to worry about stopping to the store or spending that $5 or $6 or $10 to buy a meal or buy something. That $5-$6 or $10 a day adds up, believe it or not. How does using a planner, Mr. John, how does using a planner help to avoid stress? Because you're planning your objectives for the day. So what would you like to achieve for the day? So let's say that you have, okay, I have to go to work, and what do I have to do after this? Or what do I have to do after work? So work from, my schedule is 5 A to 1 P. So after work, I take a little time out if I have to go to the grocery store. I go to the grocery store. I have my list already. I go there. I know I have to go to the gym. So from 3:30 to to 5, I have that set in place that I'm going to the gym, cook dinner, or I already have a meal prepared for my family. So it's just setting out time blocks so you'll stay on schedule, so that and then take some time out for yourself. So it's just setting objectives for yourself so you can stay on track. And as far as meal prep, it just saves you time. You can also meal prep for your family, and you don't always have to do a whole week, because some individuals don't tend to like their foods, cook the whole week. You can do 3 days at a time and start small, and cook the bulk of your protein, your meats and your vegetables, and pack them away. And it's very helpful. And you can also get the family involved, and it can become like a togetherness thing and a bonding moment for you and your loved ones as well. So it is very helpful in many aspects, and again, it saves you so much time but money. And in this day and age, we want to make sure that we're trying to save our coins as much as we can. Yes, Stacy, a planner is number one tool to help you prioritize. Definitely. And the meal prep. Again, the meal prep is very helpful. And it saves you time. So as far as make a plan and prep, money, time, energy, stress, organizing your pantry and your foods, having certain foods already in stock, having frozen vegetables. If you can't get to fresh vegetables at a time, stock up your frozen vegetables so you can just grab them and steam them. Stock up on your proteins, and stick to a list. Like I said, you can use containers for your food prep, and that's helpful as well. So, also, I did want to go and to discuss with you guys, try to stick to my my presentation, some of the programs that Fitfx Global currently has that will be very helpful with all the things that I just discussed. So one that we are currently having right now is the Hit Me Up, which is high intensity training, and it's a customized program, and is a strategy to help you tighten up if you have something that you're preparing for, like a wedding or like a photo shoot, or you just want to just fit into that bathing suit that you've been looking at, that you wanted to lose a couple pounds for. This is a program, 4-week program. Like I said, it has the nutrition, it has the workouts, and it has the communication with coaches that'll help you to achieve that goal. Stacy, you're saying you don't have enough time to cook fresh food each day, so you meal prep 1 to 2 days a week. Yes, that is a very good idea. As I stated, that's very helpful. If you do not want to do 1 day a week, you can also do every 3 days for meal prep. And that's very, and it still helps to save time. Whether you do 1 day a week on a Sunday, or most individuals do meal prep on weekends, or whatever day that they're free, and can devote that couple of hours or hour or so to do it, or they break it up and do like a Monday and a Thursday, or a Sunday and a Wednesday, however it might be helpful for you. So then we also have nutrition plans, which are also plans that are based on what you would like to achieve, and they're customized to the individual. That is something else that Fitfx Global does provide, and can help you take all the guesswork out of trying to figure out what do I need to fix, what type of recipes do I need to have. They're very straightforward, and they're very helpful, and they actually are enjoyable meals that you can have. You can have for just yourself, or if you want to fix portions and have it for your family as well. We also have a new a group called Fitfx Exclusive, and this is a database which has thousands of workouts that you can choose from, and it is very helpful for those who just like, I want some workouts, and I want to be able to go to the gym and do these workouts. That is another program that we provide. Virtual coaching, which is a monthly program, and we also do the same thing: the customized workouts, the nutrition, check-ins. You have access to other coaches who will be able to be helpful to you, and you have the lives, and you have other educational features which will also help you with your overall wellness. And I also mentioned the 4-week transformation program. So these are a whole lot of programs that we can provide as transitional specialists under Fitfx Global to you, to help you to turn from that hot mess to unstressed. So I hope this was helpful, and I do want to also leave you with something called the self principle. So sleep is medicine. Poor sleep is linked to obesity, heart disease, stroke, cancer, and dementia. And again, aim to sleep 7 or more hours each night. But baby steps. Try to add a half an hour. Try to add an hour until you eventually reach that goal of getting to the 7. So as long as you're making that advancement to try to get to that 7 to 9, you're still making a conscientious effort. Exercise. Exercise is medicine. So moving more throughout the day, it helps your heart, it helps your cardiovascular system, your mind, and your body. And then love. Love is medicine. Take the time out to spend with your family and loved ones. Show gratitude to others and make time. Because one thing you cannot get back, and I say this all the time, you can get back a lot of things, but you can't get back time. Food is medicine. Eat wholesome, good foods to keep you strong, to keep your joints strong, to keep your bones strong, to keep your mind strong. So that's the self principle. So just know, again, the 4-week transformation has 5 spots left, and it's awesome, and it really is. It is such a good program. You will have strategies to use. You will have options to help you reach your overall fitness goals. Does anyone have any questions for me? Stacy, what do you do when you want to accomplish too many things at once? You crash. That's what you do. No, no. You have to prioritize. Question's great. So you have to learn to prioritize things and again, you have to have those SMART goals, short-term, long-term, longer-term goals. Work your way toward achieving each thing. And sometimes you have to take a step back and say, okay, I'm doing too much. And I have to, put some of these the things that I want to achieve down in the meantime. Because as much as we would like to do everything at once, we can't always we can do it, but over a certain period of time. We can't do it all within like 5 minutes. You can't do, all these tasks within, a short period. Mr. John, how has stress negatively affected you in the past? Oh my gosh. Um, it has caused me to um, have lack of sleep. So that's one of my main issues, lack of sleep, because I seem to go, 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 and sometimes I don't give myself enough time to relax. So it causes anxiety. So, and then anxiety in turn causes me to not be able to shut it down and get some rest. So you're talking about 3 to 4 hours of sleep versus trying to decompress and going to sleep at a normal period of time and getting the amount of sleep that I needed to get. Okay, Stacy, yes, a lot more than sometimes. All the time. This is what happens when you have your coach on your live. So yes, it's not an issue that has went so much away. It's still something I can work on, which is sleep. And so I'm taking these suggestions within myself as well, not just giving it to you as my audience. No, you're not fired. No. I hope that was helpful, Mr. John. All right, so I will sign off with this live. Again, I appreciate everyone who was able to come on. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your questions. Again, if you have any current questions or you would like to learn more about Fitfx Global, please feel free to contact me and we can jump on a call. We can discuss what other services or the current services and programs and everything that we are providing currently. Is very exciting. So thank you again. Everyone have a good evening.